Summary of John Milton's poem on his blindness. John Milton's poem on his blindness is a sonnet, and its another title is When I Consider How My Light is Spent. And this sonnet has two sections or two parts. An octave, that means 8-line rhyming ABBA, and a sestet 6-line with CDE. And this poem Milton wrote at the year of 1655, and at the age of 44 he became completely blind. He became completely blind at the age of 44, and after 3 years of his blindness he creating this poem or this sonnet on his blindness. And this poem also divides into two sections or two parts considering its theme. At the first part, he explains his sadness at the loss of his eyesight. And the first section reveals his ideas that he finds himself loneliness in the wide world of darkness. God had given a power of creating power, or God had given a power of creating poems, and Milton the poet thinks it as a gift or talent that God had given him. Now it is still as a fruitless or in vain, and it's going to finished in him or hide in him. Because of that he became sad, and he thinks that major parts of his life became empty. That is, he can't create any useful work. It's like death for him to hide his talent in him. He fears that God may scold him for not using his talent because he wants to serve God with his talent. Milton is a true worshipper of God, and he wants to serve God with his talent. He grumbles against God, and he grumbles against God, and he raises the question of the justice of God's ways to man in relation to his own loss of eyesight. He foolishly asks himself whether God demands works from him although the God has made him blind. Thus, the first half of the poem reflects the poet's mood of sadness and murmurings. However, the second part of the poem expresses Milton's feeling of resignation and his undiminished faith in God and God's justice. Because in the first section of this sonnet, Milton is in a negative way, or he is a pessimistic way, but in the second part he got a positive attitude that he yields under God's destiny. He accepts total submission to the will of God. The poet's inner faith consoles him that the poet's inner faith consoles him and stops his murmur. He realizes that God doesn't need anyone's praise or work. Those who bear the duties given by God served him best. God only wants complete faith in him. Those who patiently serve God and wait for his order are also his true servants. The sonnet teaches us to be content with our lot in life, and also that it is man's duty to stand in readiness to serve God without any complaint or protest. And the important line in this poem is, they also serve who only stand and wait, is that. And in this poem, the poet uses some metaphors like light, mild yoke, and he used patience as personification. Mild yoke means gentle control of God. That demand is no more than obedience and a desire to serve Him. Or it means mild yoke as metaphor is, its meaning is suffering in life. That is, he used here as mild yoke. And this poem or this sonnet was first published in Milton's 1673 poems in his autograph notebook known as the Trinity Manuscript. And its main idea is, appreciate what you have while it is still there. Appreciate what you have while it is still there.